Welcome to this vlog. Here I am at the Russell Weekend. It's a festival of traditional Irish music here in Doolin, County Clare. If you haven't already subscribed to this channel, do it now. Doolin is a small village on the coast of West County Clare. It's situated on the Wild Atlantic Way, a scenic coastal route which encompasses the entire west coast of Ireland from north to south. It's an area famous for its stunning beauty. Rolling green hills surround the village and the iconic cliffs of Moher are just a pleasant walk away. Archaeological sites dot the landscape, as well as many quaint thatched roofed cottages. As does Donegal Castle, that is one of the few castles from the 1500s with the circular round tower that remains intact today. So, I'm about to go into McDermott's pub and hear Long Casey kicking off the festival. Yvonne Casey is one of County Clare's most distinctive fiddle players. She was playing music in Doolin from a young age and grew up surrounded by gifted musicians and the richness of Clare's music and culture. Her most recent solo recording is called Cree, meaning heart in Irish. Yvonne is accompanied by Owen O'Neill on bouzouki. They've been playing together since the 90s. We then sauntered down to the next pub on the street, the Fiddle and Bow, to hear two brilliant local flute players, Noel O'Donoghue and Michael Hines. It was great to be able to hear the flutes loud and clear. Michael spoke about what it was like in Doolin in the 70s and 80s and how he and Noel were both taught their music by their fathers. To top off the first nights, we went to hear master students of the Irish World Academy of Music and Dance performing in the attic at Hotel Doolin. The Irish World Academy is based at University Limerick, and the students here have come to Ireland to dedicate their time to the study of traditional music performance. Here they're playing the Cliffs of Moher. It is just fantastic to hear talented young people on stage doing what they love to do the most. It's day 2 of the Michael Russell Festival and I'm just on my way down to McGann's pub. It's 10:30 a.m. and we're playing a brunch session with Neil Fitzgibbon, who's our fiddle tutor, and Dave Harper. So really looking forward to this. McGann's pub is just across the road from McDermott's and has a history dating back to the early 1800s. It was during the 1960s and 70s that Doolin began to attract musicians and artists to the area. Doolin was one of the few places in the country where music was welcome to be played in the pub. Then it was up to the Doolin Inn, a new restaurant and bar in the heart of Doolin, to play a few tunes with Christy Barry. Christy Barry is a renowned master of the flute and whistle. Originally from Ennisdiamond, 10 miles from Doolin, Christy has a deep knowledge and love of traditional Irish music, which he's keen to share with everyone. Christy and Sheila host the Doolin Music House, where they put on concerts and recitals in a really warm and friendly environment. After the sunniest, busiest day in Doolin, it was time to go to the Russell Centre to sit back and relax and to listen to some amazing music. The concert started off with Aisling Lyons on harp and concertina, accompanied by Alan Reid on bouzouki. Aisling's from County Clare and has just released her debut album, Ashter. This means journey in Irish, and some of you might recognise Alan Reid. Alan is one of our tutors of bouzouki and banjo on the website. Following this gorgeous performance of Aisling and Aaron's was the legendary Frankie Gavin on fiddle and Catherine McHugh on piano, with special guests Aidan Quigney on concertina and Diarmid O'Maher on accordion. Port Erin was released in 2022 and features 18 uplifting sets of traditional music played by Frankie and accompanied by Catherine on piano. It's Sunday afternoon of the Russell Festival and we had the most fantastic night last night, and here I am outside O'Connor's pub. I'm on my way uptown to the Mary Burlin concert, but on my way I'm going to pop my head in all the pubs that I pass just to see what's happening and give you a taste of the pubs and the sessions here at the Russell Festival. Into Gus O'Connor's and there's a full session in swing. O'Connor's is known for its lively traditional music sessions and many great players play there regularly. A hop, skip and jump over the bridge from O'Connor's is Doolin Inn. Lovely tunes were playing as people ate food. Back up the road, about a 10-minute walk to McGann's pub, where there was a full-blown lively session happening. It's really great to hear the younger generation playing music so well and loving it. Tara Breen, Padraig Rain and Jim Murray finished up the night with a beautiful set. Tara and Padraig are both from Clare and Jim's from Cork. Recently they made an album together alongside Donal Lunny called Mask, and it's definitely worth checking out. To finish the night off, I returned to Hotel Doolin's upstairs venue, The Attic, to catch Derek Hickey's album launch. Derek teaches some accordion lessons here at OAIM, and I was thrilled to catch this amazing performance. I've since been listening to his CD, which consists of 19 sets of tunes, and there's a few sweet surprise tracks on the fiddle played by Derek himself. The next day, Monday, was officially the last day of the festival. There was still music and sessions going on all around the village, and I took the opportunity to catch up with Charles, the artistic director of the festival. Charles has lived in Doolin for 17 years. Before arriving in Doolin, he didn't know very much about Irish music at all. So I was keen to ask him what he thought and how he got involved in the music. And what was your first impressions landing in Doolin from Switzerland and the music in the pubs? What did you think?
The house I moved into was a couple of housemates, so they brought me up to the pub that night. And I still remember who was playing. It was Christy Barry, Yvonne Casey and Terry Bingham in O'Connor's. And I remember thinking that the concertina was so cool because I couldn't see it. So I just played under the table. And I think even from then on, it was sort of like concertina.
What was it about the Irish music that got you hooked? Like, what grabbed your attention?
The crack was mighty, so I just wanted to be part of it. I wanted to make it happen, if that makes sense, not just listen, which is important to it. More than the performance aspect, it was the fact of doing it as a community activity almost.
Yeah, that's really special. I took the opportunity to ask Charles to reflect on this year's festival.
This year's festival was a great success for the entire community. For Doolin as a village, it was great to have a festival that really reflects the importance of traditional music for the village. If that makes sense.
Well, I hope you've all enjoyed this vlog brought to you from the Online Academy of Irish Music. Perhaps we'll meet again in Doolin for the Russell Festival weekend in 2024.